Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not auditing it, but it sounds good. Do you know what I mean?
If only I was good at budgeting.
Well, hey, I can help you with that. We've got resources.
We are live, boss.
We are live. March 1st.
That's right.
We made it. I don't know how we got here, but oh,
We have 30 seconds.
God, how did we get here? Where are we?
Put your headphones on. You have 30 seconds.
I know. I'm very I'm misbehaving today.
Where are
I like
we?
it.
What are we doing?
I just want to be a rebel today. Why not?
Oh, that's more life. We have 10 seconds.
Woo.
Let's go, baby.
Denise Nostrom, CEO and founder of Diversified Financial Solutions. Now more than ever, investment advice is needed, not just where best to invest your money, but why. Are you investing for your future retirement? Are you retired and looking to maximize your income? Are you maximizing your income and concerned with leaving money for your loved ones? Are you investing for your retirement at the same time saving for your children's education and at the same time saving to buy another home? Are the markets in line with your goals? Are your goals ever changing? Please contact me at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691. Or visit us at Diversified Financial Solutions. For over 25 years, I have been helping individuals, families, and business owners navigate through all market conditions with only one goal in mind. My clients, visit me at diversifiedfinancial.biz or call Denise Nostrom, founder of Diversified Financial Solutions at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691 for a conversation about my most important client, you.
Hello and good afternoon. I hope you are all doing well. Today is March 1st. How did that happen? Is it me or are these weeks just flying by? Because I don't know. I can't keep up with it. It is definitely crazy, and well, the world is just crazy. So I guess that's maybe why we're just, I don't know. It's just an interesting thing. But, you know, there's light out and spring is only 18 days away, so there's a lot to be thankful for. So we got to keep it positive. While the world's, you know, burning around us, I promise to keep everything upbeat and positive. So you're listening to the Financial Chick Show, and I am the Financial Chick. My name is Denise Nostrom, the CEO and owner of Diversified Financial Solutions, a full-service independent financial planning firm located in Medford. I'm here live every Friday from 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. on LA News Radio 103.9. Your Financial Chick is here to help you make better financial decisions and choices to improve your life and reduce your anxiety and stress about money. If you want to know more about me or my firm, you can check out my website at financialchickshow.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at Diversified Financial Solutions, so like our pages to get updates and see what is happening. So it's been a crazy week. I feel like I say that every week, and I apologize for that, but just when I think it won't get any weirder, it does. So today I've decided to bring my assistant and office manager, Mike Scudiero, who was formerly part of this organization, but now you're part of my organization,
Exactly.
to the show today. So I just, we literally just drove over here. So I've seen you all day, but I mean, why don't you tell the audience how you doing?
I'm doing good. Third time back here.
There you go.
Great to be back. Game time decision today to do this, but we ride.
That's
Ride.
And you are my ride and die, so I thank you for that,
Same
because
for you.
it's just there's days that I just we'll just chat and figure it out and see where this is gonna go. You know what I mean?
That's how you got to do it.
That's it. That's true.
That's how you got to do it. Otherwise, we get sucked in. So,
Sucked into what though? Where are we getting sucked into?
Propeller.
we are at the airport, so
Yeah.
that does.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, it is. That's true. That's true. So our engineer Johnny's just disgusted with us at this point. So that's it. No, you're not. Okay. All right. But anyway, so it's been again an interesting week. I guess we'll kind of keep it late, and then we'll go into some office antics. But well, first, like little updates. You hear all my stories. So it's a busy year, as we talked about. My daughter's graduating. So prom dress, she said yes to the dress, not the wedding dress, but the prom dress on Saturday. So it's like every weekend there's something going on to get her through this year. So my personal life is falling apart at the seams. I have so much to do, but it's all good stuff. But it's just wow, it's busy. Checked out that movie One Love with Bob Marley. Awesome movie, really good. No reaction. Nobody's okay. Whatever, you guys. I liked it. I love Bob Marley, and it was definitely a good movie, so I must see. And then this week, Mike, you were with me. We went to the Medford Chamber of Commerce. We went to their luncheon this week. I admittedly haven't been part of the group in a while. I was prior to the pandemic, and then everything went to the crapper, and basically there was no meeting. So I went to the meeting, and we saw a lot of the elected officials. So that was your first chamber meeting. So why don't you tell the audience, getting into that field, because some people go to these meetings, some people don't. So what was your feeling on that?
Yeah, it was really good. It was first and foremost awesome to see some old friends there, because obviously, having previously worked here at the station, I got to know a lot of them very well. Joe DiStefano, Dean Murray, some great elected officials, and people who turned out to be some good personal friends. So it was great to see them again. And the meeting itself was very interesting. Just a lot of exchanging good ideas, and whether or not the government allows those ideas to come to fruition is another story altogether. But a lot of good ideas being put out by a lot of good people. Yeah. And just the gathering of all that good people. Like, the political world may feel very dark a lot of the time, but then once you're in the same room with a lot of these people who really want to do good by the regular citizens out there, it makes you feel pretty good about things.
Yeah. Well, what Dean talked about, he just came from the out east with the drinking water.
Yep.
And that was a big deal. So, we tend to gravitate toward the federal elected officials, but really your local officials are really the ones that get things done locally
100%.
here. So, going in, we're in an election year this year, and going into vote, keep that in mind. You may love who's at top of the ticket, the president, or you may dislike who's top of the ticket, but you don't have to go right across the board. I mean, what you really need to do is actually look at the person that gets stuff done. And I think that's important. I don't think a lot of people do that. They're just like, oh, I always vote, one way, and I'm just going to go right across the board. But, there might have been one of the elected officials that done a lot for you, and, jump the line, because they're the ones, and I have to say, right, we were there Thursday, and they're all wide open. Listen, if you want to email, you want to call, we're here to help. That's what we do, and they really want to help their constituents. So
yeah, no, they do. They make it very easy to know how to get in touch with them, and you could tell just by talking to them. Like, you talk to a lot of people, whether they be in office or not even in office. Just you talk to regular people, you pick up the feels and the vibes and all that, and you could tell from talking to people like Dean Murray and Joe DiStefano and Neil Foley, all these people, they're genuine.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Dean talking about that contaminated water problem, I did not even know that was happening. I'm from Nassau, but still, I was shocked to even hear that was even a thing.
Yeah, here in Suffolk County.
Yeah, but he got it done, as he gets a lot done there, because Dean is awesome.
Yes.
I think this is just a Dean Murray plug, big plug for him.
And it was so funny because he came into me and he's like, I just came from drinking.
Yep.
So we knew he was coming from out east, and he's like, drinking water. So just say.
Yep, drinking water.
So he comes in and he's funny too.
Yep. Yeah, so. And that's even after some tough days, because he talks about how he goes up to Albany a lot for like 3-4 days at a time. Sometimes it's knockdown, drag out, brawl out there a lot of the time. It sounds like so.
It's in budget season, so there's a lot going on there and everything like that. So I think the common theme, everybody's tired, but we get it done. We got to get it done. That's the main thing.
Like you said before, you just got to talk your way through it and just get to the best way you can. It's the only way you can do it.
No,
so,
very
but so it was good to hear the exchange of a lot of good ideas. Vietnam veteran there, and just a lot of people that are just generally in the community that also help out with the politicians. They work hand in hand with them. Maybe I think there was a guy for billboards there, with the advertising for when they run for their campaigns. So it's just a lot of genuine people in one place exchanging a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
It's good.
And it's good. Yeah, it's good to know that. They know that there's a place to go. People say, "Oh, do you have to own a business for the Chamber of Commerce?" Really, you don't. I mean, whether it be Patchogue or Medford, whatever area they're in, or you're in Ronkonkoma, wherever your listening area is, go to a meeting. This is where you get to know what's going on in your community. So, it doesn't take a lot to be there, and you don't have to have a business or, look a certain way or be a certain way. People don't realize that that's the case. So you get a lot of information.
Yeah, when I was talking to Dean, there was a person or two that went up to him. I don't think they owned a business. They were just a regular person, like introducing themselves. Like, it's great to meet you, Dean, Mr. Murray. Like, you represent my area, and obviously, like, I'm a big fan of yours. Like, and like, how can I get in touch with you to talk about more certain things about the community? And Dean was very receptive with it. So it's just really good.
Well, that's the thing too. People don't think that you can do that face to face. Like they're over there and we're over here. But
No,
you know, I know all of them personally. Even Dan Panico and Dominic Thorne, and literally they all have open door policies.
Yeah.
You know, and we're talking different legislators, assemblymen, and senators, and a supervisor. You know, so
Yeah.
Really from the top to the bottom.
And at the end of the day, listen, man, they're people like us. They're people, you know.
Yeah.
They've probably been through, especially on the local level. And that's a good point that you make about people like actually just gravitating more towards the federal thing, because like you said, when it comes to local stuff, that's really where a lot of the solid changes, you're actually going to see that firsthand.
Yeah.
But with the federal level, you're not going to, like, those people are considered much bigger, but these are people within the community, and if they're on a smaller level, they probably go through a lot of the same struggles in certain ways that you do.
Absolutely.
So it's very relatable.
The real estate taxes that we pay, and you know, unfortunately, you know, we say make changes, but you know, in speaking to some of the elected officials, you know, it's not as easy as said, you know, because you got both sides fighting, and unfortunately, if more people would get together and want to help the constituents, maybe reduce real estate taxes or just any type of expenses, it would help us all. But it's sometimes that power struggle too. So
Yeah, exactly, and
that becomes complicated.
And that results a lot with how people vote sometimes. So that's why, like, we always say, we preach it everywhere at these meetings and elsewhere. Like, when it comes to the local elections, do your due diligence and do your research, because it is more important for you personally. Not that the federal level isn't important, it is, but especially from a local level, your everyday problems and your everyday things that you want changed. Do your research on local stuff.
Yeah, and again, like some of the elected officials said that, you know, oh, because you maybe like Trump or maybe like Biden, like we're not going to talk to you. You know,
Yeah,
get
it's
to
so
know the
wrong.
person. So that's really not. It doesn't help anybody.
It's
you know,
it's very divisive too.
Yeah, and we really want to make things better. you
Unite,
know.
unite. Yep.
But you're listening to the Financial Chick Show. This is Denise Nostrom. My company is Diversified Financial Solutions. I'm here to help you look for financial solutions when you feel like there are none. Feel free to contact me at financialchickshow.com. Stay tuned after the break. So yeah, so
Right.
it is true. It's an ugly game, but
Yeah.
it's a necessary game. You know.
People like Dean and Doug and you know, and Neil, they give you hope though.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true.
They give you hope.
It's true. Well, because they are real people.
Yeah,
You know,
and you get that impression.
And they talk, you know, logical. They make sense of things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
They get the problems because when, you know, there was a time when they weren't in office themselves and they're probably dealing with it too. It's relatable.
yeah, we all have the same issues for
Yep.
sure.
Yep. How you doing, Johnny boy?
I'm doing good. All tired.
I hope we all are. We're all like,
My sleep schedule this week has been 1 hour, then 10 hours the next, then 1 hour, then 10 hours. It's,
Oh, what?
yeah. And last night I got 10 hours, but don't know.
were we doing the Islander game?
No.
Oh.
What was I doing?
Aggressive exhale into the mic.
Don't say the H word.
I don't remember what I was. Yeah, I know. I don't. I actually don't remember. That's how bad my memory.
Oh my God, John.
50 seconds. I wasn't. I was
John, you're in.
probably doing homework.
Stop it. What?
I was probably doing homework. I don't
Okay,
know.
all right, whatever.
It was so boring.
That's a better word to use.
We're all tired. I think everybody out in the radio land is tired too. It's a
Yeah.
common theme.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Moved to Nassau County because it's the better county.
Shut up, John. You're such a county person.
I'm trying to divide up your audience while you're trying to unite them.
You want to move to Suffolk. so-
Geographical division.
Yeah.
You said it before.
What?
You're moving to Suffolk.
Suffolk is
eventually.
nicer. Oh shit, we have 10 seconds.
Okay. I didn't say that first word.
Let it be known.
Welcome back on this Freaky Friday. Yes, it does feel like a Freaky Friday. Everything just seems off kilter. I think you probably all can relate. We were just talking like on the break that we're just tired. I mean, who feels tired? Raise your hand. Don't put your hand up the wheel though. But I don't know. It's just been crazy. But this is Denise Nostrom, the financial chick. My company's in Medford, and you can reach me at 631-758-8691 or visit my website at financialchickshow.com. I'm here to help you on your financial journey. Over the years, things change, and I'm here to help you navigate all those changes. So today, we're just kind of shooting the breeze because, you know, there's so much going on right now. Like, I really, literally, after the week I've had, and I've had some long days, I just didn't even know what issue to address at this point because there's just so many issues. So we're going to keep it light and airy today, and we're just going to have fun with it. And I'm here with my assistant, Mike Scudiero. So I guess he's not as tired of me because he said yes to come on the show today. So I thank you after all week long, and we've had a tough week.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot of the, as you like to say, in certain cases, the hurry up and wait.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's, and in other cases, just been hurry up.
Yes.
A hard cutoff. Just hurry up.
Like, I need that by yesterday. Okay, we'll get right on that kind of thing. Yeah.
You guys, are you available to meet tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we had that.
You got
a few
that.
of those too.
You got that,
So
yeah.
people know we do have, you know, I take a lot of pride in what I do for my clients, and I need prep time. You know, I want to review everything. I want to come in with some, you know, suggestions or solutions or whatever. Hence Diversified Financial Solutions, get it? But you know, I want to do that. So just like kind of popping in, you know, we really it's tough. So we
I mean,
need
like,
to.
you can, but there won't be nearly as much preparation as you would have otherwise.
Exactly. And there's times when you can just pop in, of course. You know what I mean? If there's something you need to, you know,
Put
sign
signature,
something
yeah,
or,
exactly.
yeah. You know, yeah, we've had every day this week, I've had 1 or 2 meetings a day, you know?
Yeah, it's been
and there were
crazy.
long meetings this week, right? You know, like you thought I was like never coming
Well,
out of
because
that
you're just so
conference room.
personable. Like, come on.
Oh
It's
my
easy to
God.
talk to you. People just sit in the conference room with you for 3 hours.
Oh my God. Well, the thing is, and I love to have that interaction with my clients,
Yeah.
but you know, there's just, again, there's so many things. There's so many moving parts. You know, people are converting Roth IRAs, or, you know, we're starting RMDs maybe the first time, and who needs to sign up for Medicare? And so we do a lot of different things, and people come in and they kind of bulk it. You know what I mean? And we got to get it done, and we get it done. But
Yeah.
and I don't, you know, I don't rush things. You know, I'm the kind of person I like to get it done right. What do I say? Right?
Haste makes waste.
That, and we like to get it done the first time because I don't like to do things twice, right? Because, you know, take a little time on the upfront. That's why I hate when people are like, oh, gotta get it done. I'm like, you know, the haste makes waste comes in, then stuff goes wrong, and then it's not quick anyway, right? So if you take your time, get her done right,
Yep.
then we're good. We're
Exactly.
good.
Yeah, because you don't want to. Because if you rush it and the company you're submitting to does not approve it, then it just draws out the process
Oh,
that
gosh.
much longer, and you could have just gotten it right the first time.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's-
Then you have to come in again, and maybe you don't want to come in that second
Exactly.
time, right? And we
Exactly.
don't want to do that, you know?
Yeah, you want to get it right the first time. It's just much more convenient for us because we're getting everything ready for you, and then it's more convenient for you, so you don't have to worry about it again.
It's about, right,
Get it
because
over with.
time is money, right?
Yeah.
And for both of us. So, you know, whether it be the client or for us, if we can be efficient and get everything so it doesn't have to be a 2 or 3 or 4 meeting process,
Yeah.
that's all the better, you
Yeah,
know?
no, exactly, 100%.
So we talked about like this crazy year. So just so you guys know, you may know, well, yesterday was a leap day, or a leap, we're in a leap year, and we had the extra day, is what I should say. So there was an interesting thing that we shared in the office. So of course we know it's a leap year, and we now believe that in actuality the Earth's journey around the sun is 365.25 days. Did you know that?
I did not.
Okay, so rather than the once thought 365. Well, it turns out that not exactly true either. It's actually, because, you know, why not extrapolate,
Yep.
365.24219 days.
Oh my
So,
God.
in 1582, so we're going way back in time, Pope Gregory the 8th, you know, we don't use the
Gotta
Roman
count
numerals
the
anymore, I
hours,
had to
yep.
check that out, signed an order that made another adjustment, that there would be a leap year every 4 years except in century years. Now, I didn't know that part.
I didn't know that either. I actually didn't.
Which are those divisible by 100 unless they are also divisible by 400. I've lost track
You
of
lost
this
me,
now.
yep.
Now I got nothing.
Connection's
So,
been unplugged. Yep.
but the bottom line is this made the calendar even more accurate, and from that point on, ours became known as the Gregorian calendar. So, hence, every 4 years, we lose that day, or we gain a day, I guess, every 4 years, whatever we want to look at it. But yeah, so I kind of read the long article, which I won't read here, but it's kind of for the seasons too, so everything is in sync.
Yeah.
But I think that we need to readjust that again because I don't know about you, but right, do we really have seasons that are in sync? I feel
No.
like everything's a little messy.
If everything was really aligned the way the calendar says, then I think spring would probably start, I'd say maybe April or May.
Mhm.
Summer kicks in July.
Right,
And then
it's
the fall-
shifted.
It's. I feel like everything's like a month and a half or two off.
I know. So maybe we need to relook at this.
Yeah, but
Joe, that's
then
not-
sometimes like the winter will come in early and it'll just come in with a vengeance, and then
That's true.
it'll last all the way until May, or it'll peace out like it is this weekend, the first week of March. It's gonna be in the 60s on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
Like it's just
that's
like,
good.
oh, we love that.
I know.
But
We're
it's
excited.
still just like the misalignment of everything. It's like who can keep track anymore?
It's really too much. So I guess sometimes stats are overwhelming. You know? It's too much.
Point of it is that the climate is completely unpredictable. The atmosphere is just changing every second. It's just too much.
But it always did, right?
Yeah, of
I mean, we
course,
had the
yeah.
Ice Age back in the day.
Absolutely,
It
yeah.
wiped out everything. I mean, maybe that's going to happen. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be fatalistic, but yeah, things change.
They always
you know?
change.
And with everything with the water, we was talking about the water, speaking of beachfront property, John. But the thing is that we're all building closer to the water now, which we never did before. People
Yeah.
didn't really live close to the water, but now that's an exciting thing. So you're going to have more issues. So
Yeah, and
people, we create our own problems, really. when
Yeah,
you think about it.
it's really interesting too, because a lot of people always talk about like the waters of danger, like what's going on up north with the ice caps, and it's going to make the waters rise. Everybody always dooming Long Island, saying Long Island's going to be underwater in 30 years, but
Mhm.
here we still are. It's just it's not really smart to try to predict too much in advance, because you don't know.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Everything's changing every day. Everyone's changing every day. Not to get philosophical, but it's just the truth. Like, so it's tough to predict, but living on the water sure does sound nice. It looks nice. I wouldn't know firsthand, but it looks pretty nice.
Yeah. But I remember I had a teacher in middle school, and he lived on Dune Road, and there was flooding back then. That was,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to date myself now, but that was like in the 70s, yeah, in the 70s, late 70s, or, well, I guess late 70s. He would say, I didn't come in yesterday because my car was underwater. We had the flooding, the water came up.
Mhm.
So, that was a long time ago, and
Yeah.
this stuff happens, what are you going to do?
It's happened throughout all of history.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what else? So the office, it's a busy time. It's tax time, so we have a lot going on there, and been very blessed. We have a lot of referrals coming in and
Yeah.
everything.
Definitely.
But it's just we can tell people we're off kilter because there's been a lot of rescheduling.
Yep.
That's been going on, and people call and they're hot and heavy, and then we don't hear from them again.
That's
So
the
that's been
crazy.
really weird. So that's that hurry up and wait.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So, which again, people get busy, things are going on with them, but so that's been interesting. It's been an interesting year. I can't even put words to it.
we always talk about it. It's really fascinating when it comes to communicating nowadays. It's like in today's world, it's never been easier, or at least it shouldn't be easier to get in touch with somebody. You have social media, you have regular phone numbers, call, text, even faxing if you need to go back in the day a little bit, or just the point is you have so many different methods to get in touch with people, but yet it's still so hard to get a hold of. It's never been harder. I almost feel like because there were less methods back then, it was easier to get in touch with people. But now that there's more,
Right.
people just like slack. And I'm guilty of that myself too sometimes.
Same.
I am.
Me
Like,
too.
it's crazy how that works though.
I go emails, other than my my business email, but even that sometimes gets overloaded. But my personal, I'm probably not answering. Or I will, but it probably will take me a while because there's so much. It's information overload. It's too
100%.
much.
Absolutely.
So, but we're here to help, and but we just, we like the calls in the office. Not that you have to do it that way, but sometimes it's really quicker too because people have these vast questions, and
Exactly.
we can answer it pretty quickly. But we could text probably for a week and a half,
Exactly.
So,
and maybe sometimes still not get to the answer at the end of it.
I know.
But either way, we'll get back to you. We will.
exactly,
Here to help you.
exactly. Well, we got about 20 seconds left in the show.
Just like
that
time
went
goes
really,
fast,
really
yeah.
fast. Just like the whole week, the year. Oh my God. So, but let's start the weekend, right? We're ready
Yeah.
to go. Well, we hope all of you have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Again, you're listening to the Financial Chick Show. Denise Nostrom and my assistant, Mike Scudiero.
Yep.
We'll see you soon.
Good.
All right.
I
All right.
just- that one's real.
We're out of here.
Good.
Gotta go.
I'm gonna have to sprint out.
No, you're gonna sprint. John.